Hi everyone. Today's topic, which is topic 3, is do I need to lodge a tax return in Australia? So, this is just a common error or a common mistake which most people who come into this country from different parts of the world are not quite familiar with. So, they usually assume that only if they work they need to file a tax in this country. So, friends, please understand in Australia we have a self assessment tax system, which means once you have been issued with a tax file number from the ATO, you have a duty to report to the ATO through the tax system if you have worked or not in Australia. Once you have been issued a tax file number or an ABN, every year automatically it will come upon your MyGov that you need to file a tax. Now, some people may ask the question, I only need to file a tax if I earn this much amount of money. Yes, you're absolutely right. So, tax needs, if you're not working, say for example, if a person is not working in this country, he doesn't need to file a tax. He only just needs to lodge a non lodgement advice with the ATO, which means he's just letting the ATO know that he has not worked and he's just lodging a nil tax return. Then the ATO knows, okay, yes, this person has not worked for the year and yes, he has been updated with his tax system, and that finishes the deal for the year. But if you don't do anything and you completely ignore about it, it will keep continuously showing on your tax system that you have an outstanding tax. As I said to you from the beginning, self-assessment means in this country, the ATO or the government is giving you the freedom to inform them about your tax matters. Now, when you lodge a tax or when the government is giving you so this is a very important thing, my friends, for people to learn. Now, just because a person has got the freedom to lodge a tax on his MyGov, it doesn't mean that you're getting a key to do what you like. Self assessment here means, from my previous videos, if you have been watching, this country is built on trust. Okay, the government is trusting that citizens or the taxpayers are doing the right. That's why they're giving us the freedom to file the tax. So, whatever rubbish you're putting on the tax system, yes, the ATO will pay you, but understand, once it goes through their scanner and they note that you're doing something wrong, then they will make a red flag against you for your future tax returns. So, this is what I'm advising you, my friends. Please kindly do not misuse the system. They give you quite a lot of freedom. They don't come policing for every small petty matters, but they have so much of trust in its citizens that they want you to do your tax returns honestly, with genuine claims, with whatever receipts you got, but do not falsely do a tax thinking that they're not monitoring it. They're giving you the freedom, but as I said to you, do not misuse the freedom. Now, self assessment means, just in case if people are not very clear, it means that now, for example, a person genuinely is claiming all the receipts. Yes, definitely the ATO thinks that this is what he has done for the year, this is what his work expenses is, and they're paying you the refund based on what you provide. Now, from my experience, I have a lot of the people coming to me with lack of knowledge, and they say, oh, my friend told me to put this and still the ATO is paying the money. My friend put a, so sometimes a person who's just working in the hospital is putting a car deduction for $18,000 when he's just an employee going from A to B. So he's saying, my friend put this and he got the refund, so I'm also doing it. See, my friends, please do not follow what your friends are following. you need to be right to yourself. Okay? Don't expect others to teach you what is right or wrong. You need to be the master for yourself. You need to do the right for yourself. So if they do the wrong, they encourage you to do the wrong, you'll understand end of the day it's just a matter of no time you will be caught by the radar, and you'll be losing your whole credential what you're being earning throughout your life. So also understand the tax system in Australia is the most powerful instrument or the most powerful body. Okay, so when your tax system is right, it means that you're a good citizen. When you're honest in your tax affairs, it means you're really a good citizen. It gives you a passport to a lot of other things. Okay, so when you go for a very big job or you go for a very higher things in your life, always understand your tax credentials is a very important passport, which whether you know or not will be always there to give you a push in case if you're applying for any big careers in your life. So I would strongly recommend people coming here who don't know things. As I said, like people, a lot of people are just doing because of lack of awareness, and nobody, as I said to you, nobody is doing anything wrong intentionally. It is either lack of awareness or being associated with the wrong people and getting wrong advices. So my friends, please understand, we're not here to do a blame game or target anyone. We're only here to guide you to start understanding things properly and do things in the right way. So this topic is just a simple, very simple topic to make you understand two things. One is you need to file a tax return every year, whether you work or not. When you work, you do a full tax return. When there is a tax taken from your pay, or when you do a business, or when you have an ABN or anything, you need to do a full tax return. If you don't work and you have not paid any tax and your income is less than $18,000, or if you're not worked, you still need to lodge a nil lodgement with the ATO. Now, as I said, nobody is encouraging you to use an accountant, or we're not trying to promote to use us, but for doing a non-lodgement advice, you can call the ATO and they're more than happy to help you directly if you don't want to use an accountant and waste your money. But always understand, it is very important going forward to always start lodging your taxes every year. That's the moral of the story. Second thing is self-assessment. As I said to you, it's quite self-explanatory, and I've explained it very clearly in my talks today. So these are the two things I just wanted the newcomers and young generations to just be aware and understand freedom should never be misused. When we misuse the freedom, we pay a hefty price for it. Okay? Thank you and have a nice one.